Good evening, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra with me, Ahmed Nawaz. We're going to start off tonight with Pakistan, that is going to be hosting New Zealand for a 3-match ODI and a 5-match T20 international series at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium and the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Now, the news is that the squads are obviously there, but the Pakistan cricket team, the Green Shirts, are going to be in Islamabad from tonight, where they will be going 1 day of isolation, 1 day mandatory isolation in their hotel, and then the Green Shirts would be practicing from Friday onwards at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Like I said, the tour comprises of 3 ODIs. First of all, these would be played from the 17th of September, 19th, the second one, and then, of course, the 21st, which will be the third one. After that, we'll be moving on to the US Open tennis tournament that is now moving on to the semi-final stages. It has always been about Leila Fernandez this time, who has beaten Elina Svitolina to reach the semi-finals. Daniel Medvedev on the men's side advances to the US Open semi-final. Alcaraz retired as Felix Auger-Aliassime made history, becoming the first Canadian to reach the US Open semi-finals. Djokovic is going to face Matteo Berrettini in the quarterfinal, and of course his fate would be decided at the same time. Obviously, he's a crowd favorite right now to reach the semi-finals and for the Grand Slam as well. But like I said, the story is Leila Fernandez. We'll be discussing these two segments in tonight's show. Time now to introduce our guest. I've been joined by senior sports journalist, an institution of journalism when it comes to sports in Pakistan, the very honorable and the very great human being that he is, Mirza Iqbal Baig. Iqbal Saab, Assalamu alaikum, sir. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Nawaz, for your kind introduction. You always have been very kind to me. I'm really grateful.
Well, we're having some technical issues regarding the audio. I'll just try to get this sorted out. But like I said, that it's very important that the squad has been announced. There's been a lot of uncertainty regarding PCB. Twitter is absolutely a frenzy. Pakistani cricket fans all around the world are probably having a lot of anxiety with how things are proceeding. But nonetheless, I still think that we need to stay calm and collected as a nation. We become very impatient. We've seen an exit of a head coach and a bowling coach at a very critical time. We're seeing the PCB going towards a new management at a very critical time. So we're trying to get these things sorted. Once again, I think I'll just move on to the topics that are there. And Iqbal Bhai is still with us. Iqbal Bhai, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ahmed. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, Iqbal Bhai. Assalamu alaikum, first of all, to you. Your thoughts, first of all, on the importance of this series in Pakistan.
Walaikum assalam. Firstly, thank you so much, Ahmed. You are always been kind to me. You always introduces me in such a manner that I can't actually say thank you to you. About the series, Pakistan versus New Zealand. New Zealand has put its second string on the tour of Pakistan. They played in Bangladesh, where they lost the series, T20 series 2-1, and now they are coming to Pakistan. Many of their star cricketers are not coming to Pakistan to play these ODI and T20 matches, but still they have got some very good team led by Tom Latham. I think that it will be a tough series for Pakistan because, as you know, that Pakistan didn't perform well on the English soil, although the whole English team was changed. And then in the West Indies, Pakistan, although won one T20 match, but still I think that Pakistan team is lacking, and the controversy, the announcement of the team, these things are all behind the team, and I think it will be a tough series for Pakistan.
Very tough series it could be, and like we said, a lot of uncertainties there. But regarding the schedule of this series and the arrivals of the team, we've got a report by the team of Sports Extra. Let's go take a look and then come back and continue the discussion with Iqbal Bhai. Pakistan is all set to welcome New Zealand team as they arrive in Islamabad on 11th of this month after 18 long years. Last time when Pakistani soil saw the Kiwis play, it was 2003. They will only play 3 ODIs and 5 T20 internationals. The 3 ODIs are part of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Super League and will be played at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium on the 17th, 19th and 21st of September. The Green Shirts have arrived today in Islamabad from Lahore. On their arrival, they were tested for COVID-19 at the hotel and will spend 1 day in quarantine. On 10th of September, the national team will begin training at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Kiwis, after their arrival on the 11th of September, will be tested for COVID-19 and will spend 1 day room isolation at the hotel. They will begin their training on the 13th of September at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. After clashing for the third ODI on the 21st of September, both teams will depart for Lahore on the 22nd. The Gaddafi Stadium will host the T20 internationals from 25th of September till 3rd of October. Right, there you have it, the details of the team arrival and how the series will proceed. three ODIs at the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium, and from there onwards, the team would be going to Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, where they've got a 5-match T20 international series. Very important, the timing of this, as the T20 World Cup is around the corner. Iqbal bhai, as much as we want to discuss this and stay focused on this, but still, attention does go towards the helm of affairs at the PCB right now. People have often asked that will this have a mental toll on players, and we have agreed that obviously they will be affected with the way things are going on. Do you also believe that it's very unfortunate how things are unfolding at a very important, critical time for Pakistan cricket when we've got a T20 World Cup around the corner?
Yeah, Ahmed, it's really unfortunate because Pakistan is going to play its first match in the World Cup T20 on 24th of October against our rival India. And we haven't won any T20 match in the World Cup. Pakistan has played 6 matches and they have lost all the 6 matches. So it will be a challenging task for Pakistan. But the manner in which the events are unfolding here in Pakistan, definitely players will be under some sort of mental pressure. But I think that they are professional cricketers. They'll have to perform. But the most important thing is the World Cup. And everyone will be eyeing on Pakistan-India match like they eyed in 2019 when Pakistan played India at Old Trafford, Manchester. So it will be a big challenge for the Pakistani cricketers, Babar Azam, and we are lacking some sort of experience in our middle order. So definitely challenging task for Pakistani batsmen. Let's see how they cope with it.
Iqbal bhai, do you agree with the way things have unfolded, especially the selection? And I keep on mentioning that I saw the chief selector, Mohammad Waseem, on a private television channel where he was defending the selections, giving facts and figures. For example, he said Azam Khan has been selected because he's got the best strike rate against spinners right now. He said the reason Shoaib Malik doesn't fit in because he wants to play up the order, and a lot of other things that he did say. But my focus goes back where we have invested so much on the likes of Fakhar Zaman, on the likes of Fahim Ashraf, on the likes of the experienced Sarfaraz Ahmed, who, if is not your first choice, can always be a plan B for Mohammad Rizwan because of the experience he has of ICC tournaments. So does that mean that the past 3 years, we are admitting this, that we have completely wasted our efforts and we have failed as a cricket board for the past 3 years?
You are absolutely right, Ahmed. For the last 2 or 3 years, and since September 2019, when Misbah-ul Haq took the charge of the head coach of Pakistan cricket team, our team's performance is going downwards. The main reason is this, that we didn't have any sort of consistency in the selection of the players. We tried so many players in the middle orders like Haider Ali, Danish Aziz, Khushdil Shah, Azam Khan. There are so many players. Asif Ali, they were tried in the middle order. But no one was given the full chance. And now, after roaming around, we have come back to zero. And the performance of the players, they are defending, the chief selector is defending the performance of the players. It's really pathetic. I think, in my opinion, Ramiz Raja, when he takes over the charge as the chairman of Pakistan Cricket Board on 13th, I don't think so that Mohammad Waseem is going to continue as the chief selector, because my sources have told me that Ramiz has got a plan to put the conventional selection committee in which there was a chief selector and there were 2 or 3 selectors, not like this when all the regions coaches are included in the selection committee. So the way you already mentioned it, the way Mohammad Waseem defended the selection of the players, it's really pathetic. It's really disappointing because he has played 18 test matches and 25 one-day international matches for Pakistan, and the way he was saying that Shoaib Malik wants to play on this order number in the batting order, it was absolutely wrong. Shoaib Malik didn't say that I need this number. So it means that they have selected the team at the will of their own, and let's hope for the good result. But the Pakistani people who are attached with cricket, they are criticizing the selection of the team. As you mentioned, Sarfaraz Ahmed could have been a better choice in place of Azam Khan, who has just played 3 T20 international matches in which he scored 6 runs. And Mohammad Waseem is saying that Azam Khan will keep the wickets also. He's a second wicket keeper. So it's really amazing that he is saying that instead of Sarfaraz Ahmed, Azam Khan will be the deputy of Mohammad Rizwan. Let's see how do they perform in the T20 World Cup, and before that 5 T20 versus New Zealand and 2 T20 versus England.
Well, another thing that we see here, and I think that has not been talked about much in Pakistan or on any sports platform or even on social media, is that we are the only country in the world, cricket playing nation, I would like to clear myself, in which we're seeing former test cricketers and former international players going against each other, going against each other's reputation, talking all sorts of criticism on each other. And these are guys who have played cricket with each other. For example, Aqib Javed had a lot to say against Waqar Yunus. Yesterday we had the great Wasim Akram saying that no player in Pakistan set up right now who is a former player is good enough or eligible enough to be a coach. We'll have statements obviously from the other side as well. How disappointing is it that nowhere else in the world do we see players who have played together, who've shared the same platform, would go after each other and destroy each other's reputation?
Ahmed, it's really disappointing from Pakistan's cricket's point of view, because these are the stars who are quarreling with each other. They are not on the same page. And it's really very, very disappointing for our cricket, because the stars, you can give the examples of the other countries where the stars, they don't fight with each other on the television channel. They don't give comments regarding each other, negative comments regarding each other on the television channels or in media, print or electronic media. But in Pakistan, we are having this. I think the main reason is this, that our former test cricketers, when they leave cricket, either they criticize the board or they want to get a job in the cricket board. When the board give them job, then they all start praising the cricket board. That's the dilemma of Pakistan cricket. And beside that, the stars who were not on the same page in their playing days, when they retire and when they see that the other star is coming up, they try to pull his leg, which is very unfortunate from Pakistan's cricket point of view.
Definitely. And do you also believe that as a nation, we need to be more patient, because people have a lot to say regarding the squad and people that have been selected and not selected? They've been criticizing the chairman to be right now. He's still not taken charge officially. Do you think as a nation, we need to be patient? And if this is the squad at the end of the day, we've got to support these young people.
Ahmed, we need to be patient. You can judge our patience from the traffic, where the people, they are just trying to get as early as possible. They are just trying to get to their destination. The same is happening in cricket. Now people, they are impatient. They don't wait for things to be settled down. They always start saying something. So let's see when the dust settles down. Let's see what happens in the 5 T20 series against New Zealand, because Pakistan still has got a chance to change the names of the players. 10th of September is the last date for submitting the team for ICC. But 10th of October is the last date for changing the names of the players. And in the past, thrice Pakistan has changed their players before either it was T20 World Cup or 50 overs World Cup. So let's see what happens when Mirza takes the charge on the 13th of September.
Iqbal, one very important point. How do you see Babar Azam now reacting to all of this? Because there were rumors first that he might be stripped of his test captaincy. Then news came out that he was not happy with the squad. So even if these things aren't true, but they still involve Babar Azam, who's a very young captain and who becomes the backbone of Pakistan's batting order. Do you think it would be a very difficult position for him mentally now to cope up with the pressure of these sensational news stories, and then also added pressure of captaining the side in his very first major ICC assignment?
I think, Ahmed, the silence of Babar Azam is telling something to us, Otherwise, he could have tweeted it. Otherwise, he could have given a statement that these things are all rubbish. There is nothing wrong in the selection of the team. There is something cooking in the Pakistan Cricket Board. So let's see when Mirza takes charge. And you are absolutely right that Babar Azam will be under a lot of mental pressure, because he's our #1 batsman and we are going for the T20 World Cup, and the frame of mind in which he's going to enter in that World Cup, that can be dangerous from Pakistan's point of view. That can be dangerous for Pakistan's cricket team, because he's our leading batsman. So let's see. I think that when Mirza takes the charge, I think definitely in his first press conference, he will answer all the questions and he will answer all the rumors which are going around in cricketing circles.
Right, Iqbal bhai, at this moment we need to ask you one very important thing which people have asked me now. That is that in the entire squad that has been selected, we realize that there is no genuine opener. These are all makeshift openers that we're carrying. So that means that if God forbids anything happens to Babar Azam or Rizwan, or maybe Babar feels that he needs to bat down the order, then we are left with no option for the opening. That means you would have to request Mohammad Hafiz to come up the order.
I don't think that Hafiz will be opening for Pakistan because he has already said. But let's see, for the sake of Pakistan, he can open the innings. And the chief selector was saying in his press conference that Sohaib Masood can also be tried as an opener. So let's see what happens. But definitely the team which is selected, the 15-member squad which is selected, Ahmed, that squad lacks experience. You can judge from the fact that only 4 of the 15-member squad players have participated in the T20 World Cup, and 11 are quite new. So that will be the inexperience of Pakistan. Let's see some cricketers who are inexperienced, and when they are given chances to cement their place, they perform beyond their potential. So let's see, it happens in the T20 World Cup. But the way the team has been selected, the balance of the team, as you mentioned, there is no specialist opener in the team. The balance of the team doesn't look like a champion team going to participate in the T20 World Cup.
That would be the case. Mirza Iqbal Baig, thank you so much for joining us on Sports Extra. It's been an honor having your thoughts on the show.
Always a pleasure, Ahmed, coming to your show. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Mirza Iqbal Baig, senior sports journalist, talking to us regarding Pakistan series that is going to take place against New Zealand in Pakistan, and of course the squad in general and all uncertainty regarding Pakistan Cricket Board as well. We'll go towards a short break, but stay tuned because we'll be right back.